I'm Dr. George Flynn, and welcome to the show. Today we're going to talk about lessons in life. Lessons in life that you would like for your kids to know. But I'm talking about lessons in life that you and I need to know about. And these are lessons. I've done extensive research in the areas about what people would like to know about that they don't know about when they learn it. They said, I wish I'd learned that a long time ago. Those are the kind of things we're talking about, and we're going to have this as a podcast, and we're going to have it as a TV show and have it as a book. That's right, it'll come out as a book. So if you miss any of these series, we will have a book for you to be able to have that and underline it and make sure you take all of it in and take what you want, and the rest of it you can discard. First of all, one of the main things in people as they get older and older and older, they say, follow your dreams. Yes, follow your dreams. I agree with you. Follow your dreams. You've got a dream, follow it. Now, what could be more simple than that? Follow your dreams. Well, you say, well, wait a minute. I don't know that my dreams will lead me anywhere that I could make money, make a living. You can make a living with any of your dreams. You can absolutely make a living with fishing, if that's your dream to do, with knitting, if that's your dream. Whatever your dream is, you can make a living, because that passion for the dream will turn into a business that you can perform, whether it's a service or something you make or just some idea that you got. It'll turn into a business that will be profitable. A friend of mine had this program called Passion to Profit, and he would show you how to take any passion that you had, whatever you enjoyed, whether it's sports or whether it's math or whatever your passion, and he could show you how to make it profitable for you, because you're providing a good service or goods or ideas to other people that they just didn't know how to do without you. So follow your dreams. But remember, your dreams change. Now, what I've found out is I found a friend that was a dentist. He was about 35 years old. And he said, I'm not sure that I'm doing what I was called to do, what I meant to do. And I said, well, what do you want to do? And he said, well, I want to do something in art. And he said, but I've gone all the way through prerequisites, college, and gone all the way through dental school, and I'm getting ready to set up my practice, and I'm just not sure if it's the right thing. And then I said, well, wait a minute. When did you decide that you wanted to be a dentist? He said, oh, when I was young. And I said, okay, here's what we'll do. We'll go out on the street, and there's no offense to anybody in this age group. We'll go out on the street, and we'll get a group of 16, 17, 18-year-olds. And we're going to ask them what you should do with the rest of your life. Now, you take this in, too. If you're above 25, 30, 40, wherever you are, would you go out with me or with someone and get a group of 3 or 4 15, 16 to 18-year-olds and say, what should I do with the rest of my life? I'm going to take your advice, and no matter what you say, I'm going to do it. Well, most people say, no, I don't think I would do that. I think that would not be in my own best interest, because nothing wrong with people in 14 to 18 years old. They just have not had the life experience yet. And without that life experience, they can't make a good decision. They don't know the pros and cons of things in reality. And I said, well, do you realize that's exactly what you did? Because when you made this decision to do whatever it is, whether it's, I don't know, pick a profession, whatever you decided to do, you ask a 15 to 18-year-old what to do, and that was you. You decided at that age what you wanted to do. And so many times now I ask that age group person, I'll say, well, what do you want to do? I haven't decided yet. And they said almost apologetically, and I said, that's great. Get more training, more education, more life experience, then decide what you want to do for the rest of your life. Because remember, you and I probably decided when we were 15 to at least 18 years old what we wanted to do, what we wanted to study. When we went to secondary schools or high school, what we wanted to major in, what our life's work would be. And you've done your life's work for like 10, 15 years, and you say, wait a minute, maybe I'm in the wrong place. And so maybe you are. But it doesn't hurt to change. You say, well, I can't change. I've done all of this to get there. Well, who decided, remember, who decided you were going to do that? A 15, 17, 18-year-old? Yes. And so it's okay to change, even if you have to go back to training, even if you have to give up school, even if you have to do another schooling. It's okay to do this. And that's why I'm saying follow your dreams, but remember, your dreams may change. I'm asking you to follow those dreams also. So that's one lesson. And as far as your education goes, I hope you will learn, not just get an education. And what I'm talking about is learn what you're learning, how you will apply it in your life. Not just the education of, I've got to learn this so I can take the test and pass and go to the next learning experience. Well, when are you going to figure out what you want to do and how to use all of these things you're learning? Oh, well, that'll come later. No, it doesn't. It comes now. Because if you can figure out how you're going to apply this, what you're going to do with it, guess what? You're going to learn it better. You're going to learn it faster. You're going to retain it longer. You're going to pass the test easier because you're not memorizing. You're just taking this knowledge and saying, well, how will I use it? What will I do with it? How will this knowledge help me? How will it help whatever I learn to do in the future? How will it be a building block on what I can learn even more? Now, when you're getting your education, whether you're doing it online, offline, school, on-the-job training, when you're getting education, you make mistakes. You make errors. And the question is, what do you do with those errors? What do you do with those mistakes? Do you apologize and go off and say, okay, I won't do that again? I'm saying you learn from your mistakes because you find out, you really analyze what you did and what your error was, what your thinking was that got you to that error, because it's usually a thinking challenge or a decision challenge that you've got, and you went down the wrong track, made a wrong decision, and that way you made a mistake or an error. So learn from your mistakes. Also learn from the mistakes of others. There's a funny saying that I heard years ago as a kid. Learn from the mistakes of yourself, of course, but learn from the mistakes of others, because you won't live long enough to make all of the mistakes yourself. That's the funny part. But it's true. Learn from the mistakes of others. And that way you don't have to make that mistake. And you can see what happens without being caught up in the real time or the time effort that when someone makes a mistake and they have to go correct it, or what happens to them, learn from that. Learn from the mistakes of others. And that way, you will not have to waste all of that time. Another idea is to be kind. To be kind is greater than being correct and right. If you're correct and you're right, and you know the other person's wrong, you don't need to say you're wrong and raise your voice and yell at them and scream at them as to why they're wrong and beat them down into submission as far as why they're wrong. Be kind. Be gentle. When you're showing them their error, say, anybody can make that error. Anybody could be fed that false information. Let them maintain their dignity. Let them maintain their self-respect. Not always telling someone, you're wrong, and you'll never be right, and you're dumb, and you're stupid, and you don't know anything. How many times have you been told that, or how many times have you said that to someone? I'm saying, learn to be kind. Learn to be kind even when you're correct. And that way, when you're incorrect, and you may be incorrect, people will generally be kind to you. Let's sow the seeds of kindness rather than harsh criticism. One other thing you might learn, family is everything. I'll say it again. Family is everything. When you get right down to it, family is what it's about. It's your parents, your grandparents, you, whether you have your kids or a partner or whatever you have, it's those connected to you as a family. Now, it can be family of origin. That means your parents, your grandparents, or your adoptive parents, the people you grow up with. Or it can be a family of choice. You may choose people to be in your family. That family of choice, the main thing about family, supportive. You want supportive family members. People that are going to support you no matter what. That way you can have a sense of, I can do this. A sense of confidence. A sense of, somebody's got your back. Somebody's protecting you. And they're going to be with you through thick and thin. That's family. And family is important. Family is maybe one of the most important things in your life. And when we're talking about family, your kids, they can remember the things that you gave them, yes. But even more, they'll remember the time you spent with them. That's it. Spend time with your kids, with your parents, with your family, because when in the final analysis, family is it. That's on this earth. People are the most important things, not money, not your bank account, not your cars, not your job, not your certificates, not anything other than family. And you see people that have been very ill, and they can all tell you the most important thing to them was family. Now, we've got more of these life lessons, and I hope you'll watch the series of all of these lessons. And when the book comes out, they'll be there for you. But I just wanted to tell you how much I appreciate you being here.